Our film is a sci-fi thriller film in which two main characters are trying to survive in a disease-stricken apocalyptic setting. They are on a journey to find their friend whilst dealing with dangerous situations along the way. It is catered towards an audience of teens, with an even gender skew. The first conventions shown are the logo and ident. We included two, which were created in Photoshop and animated in iMovie. This gave a professional feel because it is a convention of professional films. The opening sequence establishes the genre and narrative with shots of desolate, abandoned streets and locations that would usually be bustling with people. A non-diegetic voiceover broadcast is heard here as a new style warning explains that there has been a widespread fatal epidemic expressing the sci-fi aspects. There is also diegetic sound of wind and waves. This provides enough of the narrative to draw the audience's interest without giving away too much. Our titles and credits are included within the opening montage, as opposed to being shown on their own, as you would see in a short film. The title card plays on its own before the establishing shot, in which our first character is introduced. We illustrate the genre and abandoned situation through mise-en-scène. We found an overgrown abandoned building in the middle of nowhere for our main setting. This creates the atmosphere of being alone. Here, the establishing shot of both characters shows how on edge and wary they are. This is emphasized through the dramatic underscore that builds here.
It's just me!
This film opening represents the social group of teens, as our only two characters fall into this age bracket. It is not common to get a film of this style that is PG, but our rating would be for the younger audiences because it's based on young actors and their journey. This means that our film would most likely be an indie, as blockbusters of this genre will tend to be at least a 12A and include lots of action and gore. Our characters are wearing warm, dark, functional clothing and use functional props like water bottles and backpacks. This is the kind of safe haven which these characters would seek to escape the danger and disease found in urban areas, and I think the contrast between them is clear. We use predominantly high-key natural lighting in these outdoor scenes. This helped establish the organic setting. We focused a lot on colour coding, so you see the stark differences between the greener, safer home base and the greys of the urban areas. As they enter the last scene in a utility room, we really increase the yellows in the lighting to represent sickness and disease. This yellow colour coding can be seen throughout the film, especially in the opening montage. The main body of the film so far has used diegetic or ambient sound along with the score music, but at this endpoint we had to include some Foley and non-diegetic noise to create tension, like this shout at the end. As a short opening clip, the film doesn't seem finished and ends abruptly.